Okay, I'm wrapping up this run cycle for Pluto, and I just roughed in the tail. So I'm trying to go from 11 back to 1. I just kind of want to see how that's working. And I added the collar and his ears. Okay, but first I did the body and the legs. And I have this reference that shows his basic shapes. And this is from MouseWorks. And it also has some reference poses. And I blew one up over here just to keep beside me. And so this is the plan. It's going to be 11 frames. And I started with the downs, hips at the lowest point, 11, frame 11, hips at the highest point. And I think I'm ready to shoot it now. So I was going to take you through the process of how I would do that in OpenToonz. So let's go ahead and take these over to the down shooter. Okay, I'm just going to move the camera over this way to hopefully see the process. Okay, so as you can see, I have two lights here, and I just have my webcam clipped on to this rig I made from Home Depot. And I have another sheet of paper taped down, and I have round pegs, aluminum pegs from Lightfoot Ltd. Okay, so let's open OpenToonz. Okay, so let's create a new project, and we will call this Pluto Run Cycle. Append, append, append. Hit OK. Okay, and now let's create a new scene, and we'll call this Pluto Run at 24 frames a second, 1920 by 1080. Create scene. Okay, so let's come up here to Scan and Cleanup and Camera Capture. And I'm going to change the file type to PNG. And make sure up here in the upper left that your camera is the one that you're using to do your down shooting. Okay, select it and make sure you're at 1920 by 1080. And I have my camera pulled up higher because I like seeing these pegs, but you could lower it and zoom in closer. And then when I put my first drawing on, let's turn on our lights. I come up here to this little gear and do video capture settings and camera control. I uncheck auto for focus, and I just focus manually. And then I get it where I like it. Let's see. Okay, I hit apply and then OK. And then if you come over here to the right, you have some different settings. So I leave mine on color, and this is where you can adjust the levels. Okay, just kind of maybe pull that in a little and brighten it up. And if you have any dark spots, you can adjust your lights, but I think I'm okay with the way it looks. And we're just going to hit capture right here. And so it captured our first drawing on frame 1, okay, right there. Let's go back to the capture. And so now we're going to put our second drawing on. And I'm not going to take the first one off. This is just faster to leave it on. And it's just a rough pencil test. Okay, so let's hit capture. And we're just going to go through every drawing like this. Capture. Let's scoot this over. This is the capture button. Okay, hit capture. And you could just hit enter on the keyboard. That works too. Capture. Frame 6. Seven. 8. 9. And I really like this aluminum peg bar because the paper lays nice and flat. 10 and 11. Okay, so now we can turn off the pencil shooter camera and we can close this window. And since this is going to be on ones, I'm just going to leave every drawing on the frame that it's on. 1 and 1, 2 and 2. Okay, and I'm just going to hit play. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. So this is a looping animation. So what I would do is come in here to frame 12 and type 1 and hit enter. And then 2, enter, 3, enter. And go all the way down to 11. That way I can see my transition between frame 10 back to 1. Okay. And so at this point, what I would do is go in and look at each part and make notes. So for example, I really like the way the hips are working. And I like the way the head's working. The feet. The front foot, I'll probably turn this foot away on frame 2. And oh, that's the back foot. So I might show the back foot on frame 3 before, just slightly before frame 4. It's this foot right here. And the tail, let's see. There's a little hitch in the tail right in here. Yeah. I wanted to just follow this nice arc, the tip of it. The collar, it definitely could use some love. Like, boom, his chest and neck are coming up. So right here on frame 6, I want the collar to touch his neck. So it's dragging. And then the ears, I think I noticed something, yeah, right here. So I like how it goes 9, 10, 11. And I think I'd change frame 1 on the ears just to get a nicer flow into frame 3. And I kind of like the back feet, how they're working. So yeah, that's our first pencil test. So I'm going to take my notes and go back to the drawing board and make those changes in the rough phase like this before I start doing any kind of cleanup or tightening pass. So anyway, happy animating, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.